So once you finish your underpainting and your underpainting has dried, you're going to start building up into your midtones with the second and third layer. So this is going to be where you start to see colors richen up, where you no longer see those highlighted shades. You're also going to start to look at where you start to see a little bit more of your deeper shadows, and then starting to define out that space. As you build into your second and third layer, it can be helpful to remember that some of your underpainting is going to remain just as it is. So you're going to think on where you see those really light shades, you're going to keep those on the paper. This is going to allow you to get that nice full range of value. And it's also going to help you transition into those really bright highlights later on and allow for that really nice deep contrast. Otherwise, as you go through, you'll notice that in the kind of the underpainting, and then as you mix paint, you'll most likely still rely on your larger watercolor brush. As you move into layer 2 and 3, you're going to start to transition from your larger watercolor brush into that mid-size one in your kit. You're going to start to work with areas that are still fairly large, where you don't need the detail one yet, but where you are going to have information that needs a little bit more specificity than the larger one can give you. But as you go through, you're going to start to kind of look for any of those areas that aren't those really bright, either highlights to those light midtones, starting to build up those shades, and then starting to look a little bit closely at kind of that individual shaping that you see in some of those areas. Otherwise, as you go through, I would say start to slow down a little bit, start to really look at kind of observing the overall form, the overall shape that you see. Can be really helpful as you go through with this one to start to really kind of break those down into those smaller parts and pieces, and it's going to make it a little bit less intimidating as you go through. Otherwise, that should be everything. Let me know if you have questions.